today's showdown we're going to be facing off two classic supercar rivals from the 80s. Like the popular rock anthems from the 80s, these cars are still enjoyed today, but just like those retro rock stars with their big perms and skin-tight leather print pants, you can't help but notice some of that 80s influence in the styling of these cars. The looks are what made these cars stand out though, and if you grew up in the 80s or 90s and didn't have models of your favourite Ferrari, Lamborghini or Porsche, then you had a seriously neglected childhood. These days supercars are packed full of computer controlled assists which basically drive the car for you. Even gear changes are at best semi-automatic with the press of a paddle switch. But the classic cars were simply big, powerful, expensive cars that went fast. You had a seat, a steering wheel, 3 pedals and a gear stick. All you needed were the balls to take these monsters out, knowing that one mistake would leave your 6-figure dream wrapped around a tree. Semantically speaking, the Lamborghini Countach isn't exactly an 80s supercar, seeing as it was debuted in the late 1970s, but it reached its prime in the 80s, and if you ask people what their favourite 80s supercar is, the Countach will always be a big contender. It definitely looks like an 80s supercar should, with crazy angles that make it look like the type of car a stormtrooper would drive to the shops. It's a perfect example of retro futurism, that weird insight into what the people of the past thought the future would look like. And if all this crazy styling wasn't enough for you, then a huge $5.5 grand rear spoiler was also available as an optional extra. The mid-80s 5000 QV model featured a 5.2 litre naturally aspirated V12 with fuel injection replacing the 6 Weber carbs on previous models. Its aircraft grade aluminium skin over a tubular space frame made it super light, so it was capable of a 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds and a 12.9 second quarter mile. The Ferrari F40 is a classic car that I don't think even looks out of place within a roundup of modern supercars. Maybe with the exception of the pop-up headlights, the Ferrari is pretty much a timeless design. The 40 in its name stands for the 40th anniversary of Ferrari, and this car was the first road legal production car to break 200 miles per hour, just clipping the record before it maxed out at 201. Despite a $400,000 price tag, which equates to around $800,000 today, it didn't exactly come with many features. Forget amenities like a stereo, air conditioning or a glove box, this car didn't even come with carpets. Even the door handles were replaced by a piece of string. This drastic weight saving diet continues throughout this car, with plastic windows, a complete carbon fibre body and paint so thin that you could still see the weave of the carbon through it. This car was definitely made for performance, and even though it only had a 2.9 litre V8, it was boosted with not one but 2 massive turbos, which along with its crisp packet weight gave it a 0 to 60 time of 3.7 seconds and a quarter mile of 11.7 seconds. So today's showdown is the classic face-off between the raging bull and the prancing horse. Vote for your favourite down in the comments and enjoy seeing these two iconic supercars rip up the track in Forza 5. Right then, 80s supercar showdown. We're starting off with the Lamborghini Countach. I've just had to upgrade it actually, because in Forza 5 it's listed as B-spec. So I've just had to upgrade it to A-spec, so it's now got 700. What are the? I don't even know what the figure is. What's the? It's not horsepower, is it? Obviously not. But whatever it is, it's 700. So I'll do the Ferrari F40 to match to make these two evenly matched. So let's just have a little practice around Laguna Seca for this first lap, and then we'll do the flying lap and put in a good time. Feels quite nimble anyway for an old car. I think you guys wanted to see the cockpit view, so I'll try it on this this showdown. Can't see as much of the track, but you do get to see the quite ugly interior of the Countach. Those awesome 80s boxes on the 80s style dashboard, a load of big square boxes. Right, going up to the last corner now. It's quite a sharp on this, so I'll have to remember that for the fast lap. Right then, let's build some speed. Then do a flying lap. Whoa. Just kept that under control because this is quite a sharp hairpin corner after that long straight. Oh, run pretty wide there though. I might have been able to keep that in second. Right, this is coming up to the corkscrew now, isn't it? It's a bit of a shortcut around there. Keep it under control. Let's see what this lap ends up at. You know what? As soon as I'm getting warmed up, I might give it one more lap. See if I can beat me on time. So what are we on? Too busy looking at the road. Ah, misshifted. So target time is 1 minute 48. Oh, let's see if I can beat that. Give it a bit more of a chance. Giving this Countach a few favours since it's been upgraded, and now I'm doing a second lap. I've got to admit though, I think the Ferrari is my personal favourite. There's no denying the cool looks of the Countach though. Keep it on the track, just. A bit too heavy on that throttle when gearing down. Right then, let's see what this time comes out. What was it? 1:48 last time. We're now looking at a time of 1 minute 48. So what was that? It's a little bit quicker, I think. Right, so let's jump in the F40 and give that a try. Right, the Ferrari's turn. I've just upgraded this slightly. It was already a spec, but I've just given it a few extra upgrades to match what we had the Countach at. So with these being exactly matched, it's going to be quite an interesting race. Interesting fact about the F40, the classic Ferrari red that it's always seen in was the only colour that it was available in the US, but it was actually available in a selection of colours in Europe, including black, I believe yellow, obviously red, although my preference is white, even though that's not a factory colour. These things do look beautiful in white, and I usually have this car set up as my one of my custom rides in white. That'll definitely be rebuilding in Forza Horizon 2. Might be noticing the absence of the side wheel cam. Annoyingly, I've just noticed the battery's flat, so we're gonna have to do without for this video. But it'll be back in the next one, which I believe I might be doing some kind of rally legends video based on the Impreza and Evo. So keep an eye out for that one if you've been enjoying these showdowns. So practice lap over, let's go for the flying lap, which is going to be a 1:48. I think I've already actually beat the Countach already just on that practice lap. Is that right? Whoa, I did that. I did a 1:41 just practicing and chatting, so let's see what this lap comes out at. Can't beat the power of the Ferrari F40 legend. This thing handles unbelievably well considering it's a high power rear wheel drive car. Sounds lovely too. Get those turbos spooling up. Great brakes too, it seems to just stop really nicely. For anyone who watches the Fast and Loud TV show, what did you think to their black F40? I thought that was really cool. I like how they brought it up to date with the nice headlights, got rid of those awful 80s style pop-up lights. So what's the final time going to be? Let's take a look. Too busy looking at the screen. What have we got there? I don't know. I think I'll go quicker anyway, but 1:41 is definitely... there we go, there's the Countach. Where have you been? So Ferrari F40 definitely takes this one. It's just so much faster, you know. Even hanging around waiting for it. Let's give it a little head start. So easily catch it up. I mean, like I mentioned, these were two cars that are upgraded to the same amount. So Ferrari F40 takes this one. So it'll be interesting to see the vote down in the comments on which one was your guys' favourite. I think the F40 it's got to come out on top, hasn't it? That's everyone's favourite car. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you all later.